Okay, so we are starting to record here for multiple cameras. One of which I started is the screen recorder. And the other one is the 360 camera, which I turn on right now.
Did
We
you do the
also
Google
use,
Voice?
not yet, I was wanting to do it with you.
Okay, let me just lay down.
Recording the video
Okay.
on my lanyard
Okay.
as I'm preparing here. Press the record button on the 360 one time and it starts working like a champ. Then we will turn it to the computer. And now what we are running here is the AI. I'm going to place it on the bottom here. MSN Recorder Max is already running. And I'm going to add to that bizarre problem step recorder. So before I continue any further, I want to go to the top of the file. This is my notepad file. And insert the file name of the video, edit, paste, and file save. And then try to start Psar, which is problem step recorder. I want to add the title. That Google or the notebook gave. And start Psar problem step recorder. I want to set up the settings to 999 from the current value 999 and click OK and then start recording. And then I want to add the file that I made up, copy to the clipboard buffer, and then edit as a comment to Psar. At this point I'm ready to go to the next step, which is making the screen full screen, as I'm going to start the AI consultation and we'll hear what is going on. AI consultation, music tech and business application. Click to play back the notebook. One other thing before I forget, I wanted to copy this notebook to my notepad here. Edit, paste. So this is the ID. File save. Now we can proceed to the next step, which is to play it back.
Get ready for a deep dive into the world where phone numbers are more than just digits. They're like a secret code for clever marketing.
That's right, we're talking about vanity numbers.
But not just any vanity number. Today we're looking at Job Forensic.
Job Forensic equals 562 367 3674.
What's interesting is that this number is what we call an overspelled vanity number.
Yeah, you see it includes the word forensic twice.
It almost looks like an equation.
Right.
Why repeat forensic?
Well, it's actually quite clever.
Okay.
Because of the way phone keypads work, to dial this number on a cell phone, you have to drop the last letter C from Job Forensic.
Ah, okay, so it's kind of like telling you how to dial the number correctly. I get it. But why go through all that trouble in the first place?
It's all about branding and memorability.
Yeah.
The repetition drives home that word forensic, making it stick in your mind and instantly connecting it to their specialized service.
So it's like a mnemonic device built right into the phone number. I can see how that'd be helpful for clients or anyone trying to remember how to reach them. Now, the source material also mentions that Job Forensic is connected to a video surveillance file management system.
Exactly. This system is designed to manage video recordings from various cameras, even wearable ones like the Kodak Pix Pro Orbit 364K cameras.
Wow.
And it embeds the video file names in a log folder, which lists all the files.
So it's like a digital evidence locker.
Precisely. And to make it even more organized, each recording device has its own dedicated folder within the system.
That makes sense, keeps everything nice and neat. Those 360 cameras must get some pretty comprehensive footage. Sounds like they've really thought of everything when it comes to evidence management.
They really have. This approach not only keeps things organized, but it also makes it incredibly easy to retrieve specific footage when needed.
Yeah, in a field like forensics, being able to quickly and accurately access evidence is crucial.
Absolutely. Now, the source material also dives into how they're using this technology in a real-world setting.
Okay.
They talk about incorporating it into their classroom.
Oh, that's interesting. How does a forensic video management system fit into a classroom environment?
Well, they've actually set it up so that they can host up to 10 individuals inside the CPU of a surveillance camera during a regular class session.
Wait inside the CPU. So they're not physically present in the classroom.
That's right. It's kind of like a virtual reality experience.
Wow.
These individuals can participate in the class remotely as if they were actually there.
That's some next level teaching. So they're not just using this technology for forensic investigations, they're using it to create a hybrid learning environment.
Exactly. It's a great example of how they're pushing the boundaries of this technology and finding creative applications beyond its initial purpose. And they even stream these classes live on YouTube.
So people outside the classroom can also tune in and learn. It's like they're democratizing access to forensic education. What a fantastic way to share knowledge and expertise. Do they mention how people can find these live streams?
Yes, they use specific keywords like monitor wellness to help students find and access the streams on YouTube.
That's smart. Using relevant keywords makes it easier for people to discover their content online.
Now, getting back to the job forensic number, the source material also mentions that they use this system in conjunction with various software tools.
Okay, let's unpack that a bit. What kind of software are we talking about, and how does it all tie together?
They mention using software like Webcam Max, Cyberlink UCOM, and MSN Recorder Max. These are all programs that allow you to capture and manage recordings from different sources, including webcams and other video devices.
So it's like they've built a whole tech stack around their video evidence management system.
Exactly. By combining different software tools with their unique approach to storage and organization, they've created a really robust and versatile system.
It's impressive how they've blended these different technologies together. Speaking of blending the source material, also mentioned something about integrating this system with Google Voice.
You're right, they do. They suggest using Google Voice as a platform for creating customized phone numbers.
Ah, so they're taking the vanity number concept even further. Google Voice allows you to create custom numbers that are easy to remember and manage right.
Yes, and it offers a lot of flexibility.
Okay.
You can set up dedicated call lines, personalized voicemail greetings, and even forward calls to different devices.
That's incredibly useful, especially for someone like a forensic expert who might be working on multiple cases or dealing with a high volume of calls.
They also highlight the importance of scripting a warm and inviting voicemail greeting,
Right.
which is a key part of creating a positive first impression for potential clients.
That's a good point. Even though we're talking about technology and digital systems, the human touch is still important, especially in a field like forensics, where you're often dealing with sensitive and complex situations.
Absolutely. Now, the source material also delves into how they use project management tools to manage inquiries effectively.
Okay, so they're not just relying on technology for evidence management and communication.
Right.
They're also using it to streamline their workflow and organization.
Precisely.
Okay.
Project management tools allow them to track inquiries, assign tasks, set deadlines, and collaborate with team members all in one central location.
It's like they've created a digital command center for their entire operation.
That's a great way to put it,
Yeah.
and it highlights their commitment to efficiency and organization.
This is all incredibly fascinating. But before we get too deep into the weeds of project management, I think it's time to take a step back and consider the bigger picture. What does all of this tell us about the evolving landscape of forensic technology?
See, they
and its
tried to
impact on people?
summarize.
That's a
They
great
tried-
question, and one we'll be exploring in more depth in the next part of this deep dive.
Sounds good.
Welcome back. Before we pause, we were talking about the different technologies Job Forensic is using to manage their work, from that overspelled vanity number to project management tools.
Yeah, it's amazing how they've integrated all these different pieces into like a comprehensive system.
It really speaks to their forward-thinking approach. Now, taking a step back, what's really fascinating is how they're using these tools, not just for traditional forensic investigations, but also to push the boundaries of education and collaboration.
You're right, that virtual classroom setup they created is pretty mind-blowing. Imagine being able to learn about forensics from anywhere in the world just by logging into a virtual classroom hosted within a camera's CPU.
It's a game changer for accessibility and reach. Think about students in rural areas, those with disabilities, or even international students who might not have the opportunity to attend a traditional forensic program. This opens up a whole new world of possibilities for them.
And for the instructors, it offers a really unique way to engage with students and create a truly immersive learning experience. It's like they've brought the crime scene right into the classroom virtually.
Exactly. And by
When you use
streaming these
forensics,
classes
you think
live on
crime,
YouTube,
you
they're
know?
further
Got it.
democratizing access to forensic knowledge. Anyone with an internet connection can tune in and learn from experts in the field.
That's so cool. They're not just solving crimes, they're inspiring future generations of forensic professionals. It's
Yeah.
really impressive. Now, I want to touch on something you mentioned earlier, this idea of staying at the cutting edge of technology. Why do you think that's so important in a field like forensics?
Well, think about it. Technology is constantly evolving, and criminals are always finding new ways to exploit those advancements. So forensic professionals need to be just as tech savvy, if not more so, to effectively investigate crimes and bring perpetrators to justice.
It's like a constant arms race with technology as the weapon of choice.
Precisely. And it's not just about keeping up with the latest gadgets and software. It's about understanding how those technologies can be used to gather evidence, analyze data, and present compelling arguments in court.
So it's not enough to just be a good detective, you also need to be a tech expert.
Absolutely. And that's why they emphasize the importance of collaboration.
Get ready for a deep dive into the world where phone numbers are more than just digits. They're like a secret code for clever marketing.
That's right. We're talking about vanity numbers.
But not just any vanity number. Today we're looking at jobs.
Forensic. Forensic equals 562-367-3674.
What's interesting is that this number is what we call an overspelled vanity number.
Yeah, you see, it includes the word forensic twice.
It almost looks like an equation. Hey there. Want to share your thoughts on this?
Overspell means that the vanity phone number has extra letters that are not part of the digital phone number. And the problem is that when you call a cell phone, you may have to extract the last digit, in this case the letter C or the number 2.
Exactly. I appreciate you pointing that out.
Okay, so it's kind of like telling you how to dial.
It is like a hidden instruction manual.
But why go through all that trouble in the first place?
It's all about branding and memorability, believe it or not.
Understand what can be said.
The repetition drives home that word forensic.
True. Ah. Yeah.
It's- It's most importantly about SEO, search engine optimization, and topping the SERP, search engine results page.
That's a great point. It's all about visibility.
Exactly, and that's a key piece of the puzzle.
So this isn't just about a memorable phone number.
No, it's a strategic move to boost online presence.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit more then.
Well, this job forensic number is connected to a video system,
Exactly, a video surveillance file management system.
and it embeds the video file names in a log folder,
So it's like a digital evidence locker.
precisely for easy organization.
That makes sense, keeps everything nice and neat.
Speaking of neat, they mentioned using tools like Webcam Max.
Ah, so they've built a whole tech stack.
Exactly, combining different software tools.
It's impressive how they've blended all this technology.
You're right, it offered, oh yeah,
This is Webcam Max. It's a software to run on a
You're right,
webcam.
Max is one of the tools they use.
It seems like they really used it to its full potential.
They've built a whole classroom monitoring system.
How are they using this in the classroom?
Well, they've actually set it up so they can host 10 people.
Wait, inside the CPU of the camera?
That's right, like a virtual reality experience.
Wow, that's some next level teacher.
Exactly. These people can participate remotely.
It's like they are fully present.
And they even stream the. Hey, yeah, what's up?
Yes, the surveillance web camera can host students in the camera themselves. There is
Exactly.
a
It's
web
very
server.
interesting piece of the puzzle.
It sounds like you know a thing or two about it.
Okay, so what is webcam Max exactly?
It is software that lets you add effects to your webcam.
I see. So how does that work with all of
We
this?
don't
Well,
even,
they've set it up so
understand what
students
you
don't have
say.
to log in.
That's the point.
The join
Instead
is
they
not
use keywords
working
like
yet.
monitor
You know what I
well.
mean?
Yes, to find the live stream easily.
That's smart, using relevant keywords for SEO.
We are so glad that you brought up SEO.
It's a big piece of this job forensic puzzle.
Absolutely, and now getting back to that job forensic number.
Okay, let's go back to that now. Oh yeah.
This is the key for students to top the search engine results page by typing the vanity phone number on YouTube, and we appear at the top live.
You've nailed it.
It's like they've cracked the code.
Students are leveraging the vanity number.
They're using it to boost visibility.
Exactly, and that's where the magic happens.
It's like they've created a digital command center.
That's a great way to describe.
Oh, go for it.
Yes, we reverse engineer and game the search engine results page. We know how to be number one on all the search engines.
What's fascinating is how they're not just playing, they're mastering the game.
It's about understanding the algorithms, right?
Exactly, like reverse engineering a complex machine.
It's like they've unlocked the secrets to SEO success.
And that brings us back to their teaching methods.
So tell me more about this method.
Well, now that we've gone into, oh yeah, let's hear it.
This method is based on videos. People prefer to watch videos on YouTube, and so if you inundate the website with videos, you can top the SERP, search engine results page.
You've hit on a core strategy.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Videos draw a huge audience, right?
Absolutely, people love watching them.
And flooding the web with videos.
Can seriously boost your ranking.
So it's a good SEO practice too.
Absolutely, it speaks volumes, right?
Well, you have to use text in your kit.
That's a forward-thinking approach.
You're right. It's a
They
game
really
changer for
teach
reach.
you how to
Also, you
speak,
have to have good
like you
instruction.
say.
Absolutely. Surveillance is always a must.
Exactly. It's so cool to see this come together.
It is a constant race, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm seeing ads everywhere these days.
That's right. It's a constant arms race online.
So it's not enough to just be a good detective.
You have to use project management tools.
Now, before we wrap up this segment, let's note,
The number is more than a gimmick, right?
they really are at the forefront of technology.
I can't wait to see the future for them.
It is a puzzle with SEO strategy to dial it.
I completely agree with you on this topic.
Also, tracking inquiries will get you more clients.
It really speaks to a forward approach to tech.
You're right, it's a game changer online.
It's a unique way for instructors to teach tech.
It's so cool to see a class come together.
That makes their work so very inspiring.
It's been fascinating to explore their approach.
It's like a puzzle to solve, to dial the number.
Also, the number is more than a gimmick.
Well said, and so very, very inspiring.
It's fascinating exploring this approach.
Hopefully this discussion gave new insight.
Well, that's it for our deep dive today.
Thanks for joining in for the conversation.
We'll see you next time for a deep dive.
Goodbye for now. It's fun
I mean,
today.
everybody goes like down, okay? So busy. But it's great.
Okay. So this is it for now. Now what we are going to do now is wrap everything up, starting from Loom. And I don't know why Loom doesn't show up here, but it disappeared on me somehow.
You want me to help you?
And I will have to rerun it and see why don't I get
Maybe behind.
the Loom.
Maybe it's behind
Obviously
the.
I have this, but I don't have the Loom counter anywhere, so,
If
oh,
you
here
do.
it is, okay,
You
so
see,
now,
it's hidden.
yeah, we can
Say
stop
thank
the
you.
Loom, and grab the URL of Loom, copy to the clipboard buffer. First I will go back to my notes and paste it in my notes, and then file save. Then I want to edit my notes, select all, edit copy to the clipboard buffer, and then I want to paste it into my Loom. As a comment if I can. doesn't let me paste it in as a comment and as a summary. Let me see if I can add anything to the summary already there. Control V, and then scroll down to the very end and add chapters and save the chapters, and then add tags, site, remote, inspection, plain, in, intelligence, Gen A, lanyard, Google, videos. This is 10 out of 10. So now I go to the very top. I do want to play it back, but I'm not sure that that will be possible. But if it does, then I'll try to play it back. And if it doesn't, we'll just minimize it and not worry about it for now. In the meantime, we can minimize it and proceed with the next video to make sure that it works. So I'm going to, for now, stop the playback on UCam, and then double click it to see if it can play back.
They talk about incorporating it into their classroom.
This is fine, that is working perfectly well. Next comes Webcam Max. We'll stop it and then play it back.
That makes sense. Keeps everything nice.
And this is working perfectly well. And finally, last but not least,